and it's Clowney in at the 4. And for the Bulls, Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Then there's Zach LaVine, then it's Pascal Siakam, and it's Champ in at the 4 slot. And in terms of the NBA Cup tournament, this Eastern quarterfinals game is a must-win for these two group winners. Lose and you're out of the running for the NBA Cup.
Yeah, make no mistake. This might count as a regular season game statistically, but there's nothing regular about it. These teams are battling for their shot at that NBA Cup.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. The last time these two teams came together was also in this building, and they were able to win it for the home fans.
And they won that last game between these teams easily, posting a scorching hot field goal percentage.
Here's Blunt. Giddey defends. Thomas outside. Fires from the line. Here's Clowney. Pass to Blunt. Clowney. It's good on the putback.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Here's Champ. Second shot opportunity. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, he's going to work early on the offensive glass. He's so amped up.
With the start that he's having, I expect a monster night.
And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Outside LaVine. Here's Champ. Counted from distance. Champ's got 8 points.
Out to a hot start, 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Outside Johnson. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. White against Thomas. Shoots over White and is blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Stolen by Siakam. White against Thomas. Outside LaVine. Here's Champ. That drops. And it comes off an assist from LaVine. 10 points for him.
He hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's Blunt. Giddey defends. Johnson finds Claxton. Will it go? Siakam with the defensive effort. Chicago leading by 10. Outside for LaVine. From the arc. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at Sacramento, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Well, right now for the Bulls, they're one of the top teams because they just play the game the right way. That's what's been clear early on.
Here's Blunt. His last outing, he had 20. Claxton passes to Thomas. Blocked. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Six on the shot clock.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And they've had a rough opening from the field.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. To stop the drought.
And whether it's the defensive effort or just bad offense, they're holding their opponent to a very low field goal percentage.
And we got some point guards here who have been on fire over the past month. Josh Giddey, number 1.
And if you thought he was an accurate passer, check out his shooting. Just so efficient from the field.
It's what makes him such a potent offensive presence. On nights when he gets hot, there is no way to guard him.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Johnson inside. He's covered by Levine. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Champ, good. Champ's got 14 points for the game.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Brooklyn calls timeout. And this NBA season, it's a marathon. We're about mile 5, 26.
Right? So you have to pace yourself. Yes, you give it your all every night on the floor, but it's up to coaches to kind of monitor minutes, not wear their guys down.
Now here's Johnson. No points so far. Thomas finds Johnson. Pass to Clowney. They need this. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Man, he's bringing the energy, the efficiency. I love what he's doing offensively.
Here's Champ, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Siakam, no good. Thomas outside. Pass to Blunt. Now here's Johnson. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Blunt can't get it to go.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Here's Giddey. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Blunt. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. The 3. That shot is off. That makes him 0 for 5.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Clowney. After the basket by Chicago. It's good. Clowney's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Yeah, he's off to an impressive start. Always nice to get 3 of your first 4 to drop.
Pass to Champ. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Here's Blunt. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Claxton passes to Thomas. No good from outside.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He is as confident as they come.
Here's Blunt. Uses the glass on the layup.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Damn, good.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
To the middle. Here's Clowney. Got a piece of it, and they'll get another chance. White against Thomas. Second chance shot.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. This scoreless effort is hurting this team. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Nets trail by 20. Down low. Here's Blunt. And he goes in for the dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Thomas. No points yet. Pass to Blunt. Chicago grabs the miss.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Tipped away. Here's Blunt. Claxton up top. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from Siakam. Bulls leading by 23. Here's Champ. Here he goes. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Here's Blunt. And no good. The dry spell continues. Here's Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
Man, I'm telling you, every time Zach LaVine takes flight, we need this man back in the dunk contest quickly.
Now Thomas. His last outing, he had 24 points.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Sends it home from three-point land. Champ's got 26.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Now here's Johnson. 15 in his last outing.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
2 minutes remaining in the
Levine, good. Levine's got 7 points in the game.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Champ. And the shot's good. And he's got 28 now. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
And so here is Chicago following the bucket by the Nets. Champ passes to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Yeah, Siakam's got a great head on his shoulders. They'd be smart to use him in that set as much as possible.
Here's Blunt. 6 points for him. Johnson finds Thomas. Off the left rim and out.
He hasn't even made 1 point yet this quarter, and his team desperately needs him to get going.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Never afraid of getting physical with the defense. Levine welcomes any chance.
His second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton. One shot.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw no good for Claxton. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
White and Levine are out on the wings. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Champ in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Champ in their last matchup against the Knicks was outstanding. He had 63 points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Champ. Outside for Levine. Pass to Champ. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
The Nets have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. And here's Claxton. Here's Johnson. Fires from deep. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Inside, here's Clowney. To stop the run, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 6 to shoot. Here's Blunt. And the Nets miss again.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Yeah, and when it comes to finishing plays, Siakam can beat you back to the basket, facing up and, of course, in transition.
Here's Blunt. He has 6. Thomas with the ball. Champ with a rebound. To the paint. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
He's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Here's Blunt. Giddey defends. To the inside. Stolen by Siakam. White, the pass to Champ. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Champ's got 36 points. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Blunt. Pass to Claxton. Here's Clowney. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's White. Here's Levine. Kicks it out to Siakam. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists in the game. Siakam's gone a terrific 6 for 8 shooting from the floor. Here's Blunt. Giddey defends. Blunt, the pass to Thomas. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Oh, and the jam by Levine.
The ball handling skills of Levine, outstanding at creating for himself.
Now the Nets with it. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Clowney. Jacks up a 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide open man.
Here's Blunt. He's got 6. Pass to Thomas. Tries to break his ice. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Let's just say this hasn't been his quarter. Yeah, he's shooting 20% in it so far.
Here's Champ. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Champ's got 38 points.
The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
To the paint. Here's Clowney. There's another block. And that's 9 blocks.
And you know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th one, too. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Blunt. Outside Johnson. And he drives in. Chicago grabs the miss. Champ's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Siakam, the pass to Levine. And the dunk by Levine.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Pass to Johnson. Thomas against White. Thomas passes to Blunt. Got a hand on it. Levine against Johnson. Champ. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Brooklyn has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Clowney. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Pass to Champ.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
It's Giddey on the wing. Here's Champ. From deep. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Champ's got 43 points.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Champ's got it going from three-point range. He's drained all 4 attempts. Blunt, the pass to Claxton. Pass to Clowney. Now Claxton. He's covered by Siakam. Clock at 6. Here's Thomas. Chicago with a rebound.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
I'm going to tell you this. Defensively, you cannot let a streak shooter get a groove. And right now, Zach LaVine, he is on fire.
Johnson on the wing. Three-pointer. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Blunt. 6 points for him. Pass to Claxton. Levine against Johnson. Here's Blunt. Over Giddey. No good off the back of the rim.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
White, good.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
White's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Thomas outside. Pass to Blunt to halt the run. Nails it from beyond the arc. Blunt's got 9 points. And so it's Chicago making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so in the game for the Nets, we've got Cam Thomas, Nicholas Claxton out there with Johnson. And it's Blunt in at the point. Here's Thomas. Champ with a rebound. Champ's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And yep, it's good. Give him 8.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And Brooklyn with possession here. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Looking to get back on track. They get it back. Here's Clowney. Tipped. And they get it back. Pass to Blunt. Shot clock at 5. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Yeah, what determination by Giddey inside. Taking the foul and taking his shot.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Giddey. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Damn, good.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Josh Giddey.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Pass to Blunt. To the middle. Here's Claxton. Siakam pulls down the board.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And how about Nick Claxton? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more versatile defender.
He's come so far in that area since he came into the league. He's become an elite defender. There isn't a position on the floor he can't guard.
Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double. Here's Blunt. Giddey defends. Blunt can't get it to go. The Bulls have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Champ. The rebound by the Nets. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Blunt, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good work defensively by White.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal. I just love the ball movement.
Here's Blunt. He's got 9. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Johnson inside. He's covered by Levine. Here's Blunt. No good. A bit long that time.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
They get it again. Champ can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Blunt can't get it to go.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Yes, certain nights Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
Here's Blunt. They still need this. Giddey with a defensive effort. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Bulls. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Pass to Giddey. Here's Champ. Fires for 3. Hits yet again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
Here's Blunt. 9 points in the game. From behind the arc. It's deflected. And now the Bulls in transition. And then Siakam with the jam.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Here's Blunt. Giddey defends. Here's Blunt. Over Giddey. And the Nets miss again. The Bulls have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Blunt. Outside Johnson. Pass to Thomas. Launches it. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Champ. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Siakam, that's good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Blunt. He's got 9. Johnson passes to Blunt. Driving to the basket. And that one drops.
Oh, it's been a tough quarter for him.
Substitution on the court.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. There's the block. Bruce Brown is out there with Javon Carter. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Phillips in at the power forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
And with each miss, you can see the frustration mounting for them. And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Thomas passes to Martin. Back to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get off a shot here. From outside, off the mark. The Bulls have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Champ with the drive.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed them early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Martin, the pass to Thomas. Pass to Beekman from deep three-point land. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Phillips. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Beekman. The floater. Champ with the rebound. Brown scanning the floor. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Here's Beekman. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Dawkins. 6 to shoot. Pass to Johnson. From deep. That shot off.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Now here's Martin. Thomas outside. Can they get it? The rebound by Phillips.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Champ, good. Champ's got 54 points.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Brooklyn's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Inside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Johnson that can bang down low and knock him down at the strike.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
They've been hitting consistently from mid-range all game. It's been a big part of their offensive production in this one.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
The Bulls making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. And a change for the Nets. Poole, he's checked in for Thomas.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Poole outside. You know, for a while now, the NBA has done a last 2 minutes report on games. Richard, how do you think the players feel about this?
I can tell you how I feel. I don't like the 2-minute report. I think it does absolutely nothing to help the basketball game. Guys are frustrated. They need to move on. If they walk into the next game worried about the last 2-minute report, are they really focused on that game?
The first one falls, and you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Awoma, he's checked in for Johnson. Here's Beekman. Back to Martin. Brown with some nice D. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 14-1 run.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
The Nets shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. To the middle. Here's Dawkins. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Here's Champ. Another one falls. Amazing.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Now here's Martin. Poole outside. Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, B.A. I love New York. That's my favorite city. I was born in L.A., but there's nothing like going home to Phoenix, Arizona, where I grew up.
Here's Champ. And good! There's another! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
B.A., it feels like he can't miss.
Oh, it looks like somebody came out this half on a mission, and his intensity on offense, it's been fun to watch.
Martin with the bucket.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Chicago has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Champ. He's guarded by Martin. Brown inside. He's against Martin. Brown can't hit.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Here's Awoma. Pass to Martin. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Beekman. The 3 is up. Champ with a rebound. Right side Giddey. Yet another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Well, the Nets shooting only 23% so far. Poole outside. Here's Awoma. Pass to Beekman. Over Giddey. Beekman can't hit.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around.
Here's Champ. The rebound by Awoma. And Brooklyn shooting about 32% during this fourth. Poole outside. Right wing. Looking to get it going. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a must.
And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. The Sumu comes in for Brown. Here's Champ. And that one is hammered home.
He throws it down with two hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Brooklyn with the ball. Pass to Dawkins. That shot, no good. And for Chicago, they're shooting 70% from the field, a performance that has been fun to watch. Here's Dosunmu. Count it. Good. Dosunmu's got his first basket.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Pass to Phillips. Here's Champ. Takes the three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bulls.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
But they've got two more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Champ.
Throwing up the trip dub, his talent and versatility shining through, but also just the sheer endurance. He went non-stop from the opening tip.
They grabbed their own miss. Clowney can't get it to go. To the right side. There's 37 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Champ. And it's good. He hits another one.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Here's Beekman. Pass to Clowney. To the inside. Here's Dawkins. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Champ passes to Giddey. That one drops for him.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.